And let's change this title. XVS closing out. All right, this is working. I'm just so this session is going to be about me closing out my positions in the Venus application. My last video was an hour long. It showed me using it. I want to use one more little feature, the interest-bearing account feature, as I close it out. And yeah, so let's just clean up some of this stuff. All right, close enough. All right, so Venus, if you didn't notice, it went way up to number 94 in the last week. It's gone up 100%. That must be because of my videos that I was recording. Couldn't be any other reason. And so now that it's gotten so popular and everybody is enjoying Venus blockchain, I am going to quit using Venus blockchain and withdraw my funds. I started with about 1.1 XVS, and I'm going to end with about 1.1 XVS, and then I'll go on to the next project, which I'm curious about, which would be Solana, SOL. So we'll get into that later. So it looks like we've got a website here, which now we can reference, app.venus.io. And let's go back into that app. And let's see if I can get back in here. Okay, great. So I'm in the app. I've got my MetaMask rolling here. And one more feature I wanted to try before I quit using the app is this vault. The vault down here, let me see if I can make this a little bigger in case there's some mobile users. Oh wow, that is a little bigger. I think I used the wrong magnifier here. Let's try this one. All right, I don't know that that's any bigger, but let's see, what if I click over here and hit Control Plus? Anyway, so I think the vault is going to give us something close to this 9.43%. Now, personally, I'm not interested in making interest with Venus. I've got about $100 worth of the stuff, and I'm happy just to leave it as XVS and not really running through the app. Here's another one that says 17%. I don't know what all this stuff is. Making interest off of coins is not really my interest. I'm more interested in the technology, and these coins go up fast enough. You know, you might think, well, why wouldn't you stake the coins? You know, you're just leaving money on the table. Well, you know, at $100 in a year, that's like, you know, $10 in interest that I'm leaving on the table. But then I have to keep track of it all year. There's some fees for transferring coins in and out, which, you know, we're paying as we record this. And, you know, for $10, I'm not going to mess with it. It's just not really my thing. And if I were to put in, you know, $10,000 or something where it would be worth it, I don't want to risk losing $10,000. This VAI could just go to zero tomorrow. You know, all the blockchain apps, everything could just quit. My dad likes to say, you know, what if the internet quits? What if electricity quits. So I think I have a little bit of that of fear in me that, it's just, I'm not really trusting that all this stuff is going to be around. More likely it would be something like, well, what if the team quits and goes to another team and abandons this project? What if somebody purposely left a hole in the code so that they could basically do a rug pull, or they just steal all the money from the project and leave? That would probably be a little more likely than electricity not working. All right, so I'm in the vault, and it looks like I just need to approve to stake VAI. So here's the 22 cents going out, eating into my potential $10 a year gains. So I'm going to go ahead and pay that 22 cents. Lucky to be privileged to have that. And then let's see. So there's available to stake, and it's 0 available. Interesting. I can't type anything. I can't click anything. So let's see. How do we stake VAI? And this is not an instructional video. This is a live stream of me discovering it. Basically me teaching myself. And so if I've got no VAI to stake, but I've got, I see, okay. So last time we went through this, I withdrew the VAI to my wallet. So I have to remember the XVS is the Venus coin. That's the machine that does all this work, and I can invest in shares of that machine or corporation or DAO. There's lots of different names you might want to call it, but that machine can turn VAI and other coins, turn XVS and other coins into VAI. VAI is the dollar valued coin. So the last time, not only did we create some VAI, but I withdrew the VAI to my wallet. Just gonna peek and make sure nobody's chatting. Chat test. Okay, I'm chatting. So, what's the point of creating dollars if you, well, there is a point, I guess, but I believe it's interesting to show withdrawing those dollars. So imagine I give some Microsoft stock to Fidelity, and then I tell them, okay, sell that stock to dollars, but I leave those dollars on Fidelity, and I never withdraw them. Well, basically what's happened is I've given the Microsoft stock, and then I never got anything. I never withdrew anything. And so, sure, you can leave those dollars on Fidelity. You can trade it back into something else. That's all great, but I wanted to practice getting them off. The nice thing about crypto is it's a kind of a self-custody asset. It has the ability to be controlled and held and secured by you rather than a third party. So I wanted to try getting that VAI into my wallet. So let's see if I can find my VAI. There it is. I've got $4.60 US dollars of VAI. And interesting enough, it says it's 4.99. So they're not dollar valued at the moment. Last time I couldn't hit the DEX, and that was kind of a bummer. So most of these coins, like DAI, USDT, USDC, they'll trade in just about, any exchange, most exchanges. And one of the exchanges I like is this Trust Wallet exchange. So I've got a couple coins listed here, BNB and WRX, and I could trade them for each other and swap back and forth and pay some fees and some spreads, I guess. But VAI, I can't do that on this particular app. I'm sure I could do it out at Binance.com. So, anyway, let's get this VAI back into MetaMask. So I'm on my paper BSC wallet, and I want to, there's the log of me sending out the VAI. I want to go ahead and get it back into my wallet. So let's see if I can figure out how to do that. And I just want to make sure the code is correct. 5FA4. 5FA4. There we go. All right, so I'm going to just send from my phone and take a scan with the camera of that barcode. And, you guys see the same barcode. So if you have any VAI or any BNB network balances, feel free to send it to me. Yeah. Wouldn't expect that, but that's the cool thing about blockchain. It lets you do anything you want. Well, anything it's able to do. So I'm going to say send maximum VAI. Continue. And I want to see if this will go into my... Yeah, I've got 0 VAI here. And it's asking for 25 cents in fees. The interesting thing is, 2 or 3 years ago, 25 cents in fees was pretty common on Bitcoin and Ethereum. The fees briefly went up to, $10 plus in 2017. But, by the end of 2018, when everybody had lost all hope on the blockchain, there's my VAI. It came through. Then, the fees went down to about 25 cents. Well, now people are looking at Ethereum and Bitcoin. They're saying, oh gosh, $20 plus for fees. And this Binance chain is so cheap. It's just so much better architected. It's a staking system. It's got fewer validators, blah, blah, blah. It's so good compared to Ethereum and Bitcoin. Well, nobody's using these guys. So I'm a little bit skeptical that, let's say, Binance and PancakeSwap and all that gets more and more popular. I'm a bit skeptical that they're going to keep the fees at 25 cents, because when I started using these products, the fees were like a penny, and now they've gone up, to 25 cents. What's to stop it from going to $2.50 fees or $25 fees as it gets more popular? So it'll be fun to see this, see these chains get popular. And when that happens, there'll be new ones, and you just go down and use a cheaper one. Community will pick what they want to use for the given month or year. All right, so got the VAI in the wallet. Now I've got available to stake 4.99, and look at that. I'm going to stake all of this. Pay another, I don't even know what the fees are here. I see some zeros. Hopefully we don't run out of BSC doing this. So BSC is chugging through this right now, and look at that. we've got 4.9995 VAI staked, and the staking APY is 17.5%. So I staked about $5. Let's pull up our handy dandy calculator. And so $5 times 0.175. So I'm going to make 87 cents in a year, divided by 12. In a month, I'll make 7 cents, divided by 4. If I were to let this sit for a week, I'd make a whopping 2 cents. Now, I just paid probably 50 cents in fees to do this, and it'll probably take me another 50 cents in fees to undo this. So I'm not making much money. If you're somebody who has, $100,000 and you're paying 50 cents in fees, that's not gonna be much for you. And you might make this 17.5%, but are you really gonna risk $100,000 on this new fancy blockchain system that we don't really know anything about or trust? That's why this coin, it's down in the low 100s. I don't see everybody just rushing in to throw their money at this thing. But I wanted to do that today. All right, so I've got some money in there. Now I'm going to see if I can undo everything and pay another $1.50 in fees. So let's withdraw. Interesting thing is oftentimes these systems, when you stake coins, there's like a 30-day waiting period or something. So that's kind of a pain. Okay, so the VAI is the dollar valued token. It's different than XVS. So we got the dollar value out of the staking pool. We got it in and out pretty dang fast, faster than I would expect on Ethereum. So that was pretty cool. And let's go to see if we can get this VAI and turn it back into XVS. So let's see, I forget where to click. It's either dashboard or XVS. All right, so not sure what this screen is all about, but sounds like dashboard is what we want. And we're going to see if we can find the place. Here we go, mint repay VAI. So to repay it, I want to enable. It's probably another 22 cents in fees. So what I've done is I've locked up my XVS, and with that as collateral, I've created VAI. And then I took the VAI and I staked it at a very high interest rate. Now I've unstaked the VAI, but I want to repay the VAI so that I can get my collateral back. I'm not interested in holding VAI long term. It's a dollar valued token. So if I held $1,000 for 10 years, I would have $1,000, except for it would be 10 years later with inflation, and the buying power would be lower. If I were to hold XVS for 10 years, it's possible, not very likely, but possible that it'll go up 100 times in value. The XVS, you're investing in a share of that machine that can do all this wizardry and is compatible with this site. Whereas the VAI, those are just dollars. You can do with them what you do with dollars, which is buy coffee or go to the grocery store, or whatever. Okay, so did I click repay? No. All right. And the interesting thing about this is, let's say that this does become popular. Let's say that Binance chain and the smart chain become very popular, Venus and XVS. It's possible that 2 years from now, I won't even want to use this app. This app will be something that billionaire bankers use. And for me to use it might cost, hundreds of dollars in fees. And so I'm experimenting with this technology while it's accessible to me, while these fees are 20 cents. And, this might not even be at my level after a while. So I can just look back or think back. I guess with YouTube I could look back and say, oh yeah, I used that once. But Elon Musk and Bill Gates are using it today. I can't afford all the fees. So it looks like I've got 38. Oh, I could mint another 38 VAI, but I don't have any intention to do that. And I have 0 VAI in my wallet. I have 0.61 XVS in my paper wallet. And I say paper wallet because I've backed up this wallet to paper. So if I smash this computer with a sledgehammer or something, as long as the paper is safe, that's where the value is. So I remember starting with 1.1 XVS at the beginning of all this, but I only see 0.61. So I'm hoping that if my memory serves me, the rest of my XVS is safely in my Trust wallet. And I just haven't, I never even put it on this app. So let's see what happens if I can find it. Okay, don't see it. We might have to go back in the Blockchain Explorer to see what, where the rest of my XVS is. Now, I could have it locked into one of these features or something. Oh, actually, yeah, I bet you that's it. So, remember at the very beginning we had the supply market. So I put a half of an XVS into the supply market. So I want to select So I have a withdraw amount, and I can withdraw this, borrow limit used, protocol. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Let's see what happens. Looks like I lost 1/10,000th or something. Ah, there's my 1.1 XVS. and it's sitting in the paper wallet. I can go up here and spot it. There it is, 1.1 XVS. So yeah, I wonder what all the fees were in all of this. You know, the only way that I would see the fees in this whole thing is, yeah, let's go out to the Block Explorer. All right, let me make this a little bigger. All right, so I'm looking at the time. Looks like 3 days and 10 minutes ago, I sent in 0.025 BNB. And then this was my last video. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 operations that show up here. And this was this morning, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different operations. So I'm ending up with a balance of 0.018 BNB. So what I spent was the difference between 0.025 1865. So I spent that much BNB, and BNB has been going up lately, but it's around $600. You know, in the last week it's gone up 30%. So we'll just call it 600. So I blew 381 cents, $3.81 US value doing these two live streams. And I am done with my exploration of Venus. I'm not sure if I'll ever come back to this again, but I've got my 1.1 Venus, which is worth, today it's worth about $140. And my goal is just to let that sit, just to own a share of that Venus machine. So I think it's, you know, it's possible that that machine will be worthless and go down 99%, and that's possible. You know, all the people who own it together and all the people who are holding little shares like me, that value adds up to $1.2 billion. I think it's also possible that it'll go up to $10 billion or $100 billion. There's another very, very similar project to Venus that is worth a lot more on the Ethereum blockchain, and that is Maker. So Maker is worth $5 billion. So Venus is, you know, 1/5 of the value. It's possible that Venus could surpass Maker in value. It's also possible that Maker would switch blockchains and move over to the Binance blockchain and do a better job than Venus and make Venus irrelevant. It's possible the developers could join forces and make a Maker Venus or something. Who knows what's going to go on, but I really don't have any more interest in Venus than I do Maker or any of these other projects. OMG has its own story. I would say Pirate Chain is something I'm very uninterested in. You know, Pirate Chain deserves special mention because I am really uninterested in Pirate Chain. Let me just show you how to quickly rule out blockchains. So you click markets and you look at all the exchanges that deal with this coin. I've never heard of or used Trade Ogre. CoinEx, never. BillXC, never. HitBTC, I used to use that like 5 years ago. Not my favorite project. You send them coins and you might not get them back. For instance, you want to buy a coin, so you send them some Bitcoin, you exchange it to the coin you wanted to buy, and then you go to withdraw that coin, and for whatever reason, you're unable to withdraw it. So yeah, haven't had good luck with those guys. Now possibly, I'm dealing in like $20 at a time or $30. So I think some of it was that the limits were just way too high. Minimum withdrawal is like $1,000 or $500, and that's just way over my budget. Anyway, Bitcoin.com exchange, that's probably, I don't know what that is. Changelly, super high fees, super slow. Anyway, you get the idea. It's just garbage exchanges. So what I say is that this product, Pirate Chain, doesn't even exist. So imagine there was, I don't know, the tastiest fish in the world to eat. And it's called the pirate fish. But it's only available in the middle of the Amazon rainforest, and you've never been to the Amazon rainforest, and you never will go in your life. That pirate fish doesn't exist for you, and you can't make it exist. You could try to order it, but the people down there in the Amazon rainforest, they have no ability to ship it to you, and if they did, it would be bad. So, although it might exist in the universe, in someone else's mind, I'm sure there's people that will say Pirate Chain exists, or they own it, or they made it. There's got to be a community out there that it does exist for, but it doesn't exist for me. Just because it's on this list and it's sitting right next to Venus and it says $1.2 billion, I'm sorry, it doesn't exist. When I want to find out a blockchain that does exist for me, and I could reach out and touch it and participate with it and join the community, I'll show you quickly how you can see, okay, is Harmony real? Is Horizon real? Is Venus real? Is OMG real? So let's see how they compared to that Pirate Chain that we just looked at. I might even be able to get it, in the same window here. Okay, so we clicked on Markets for Pirate Chain, and this is what we saw. Those names that I read off that are just not even in my universe. So here's Harmony. Now, if you've never heard of Harmony, I get it. Like, not many people have. It's way down at the bottom. It's obscure. It's with Pirate. But if you wanted Harmony, you could see, are you part of the Binance community? Are you part of Binance US? There's some of the other ones that maybe you're not part of, but at least, I'm part of the Binance community, and also the Binance US. So Harmony is something that I own and I participate in. Horizon. There's Binance again. So you could, through Binance, be a part of Horizon. Here's Venus. There's Binance. I use PancakeSwap. I know how to use that. That's also part of Binance and BSC. OMG. So I see Coinbase Pro on there. I'm part of the Coinbase Pro community. There's some other names. Kraken. This is an older coin, so some of the more established older communities are there. Bitfinex. I used to use Bitfinex. I might still use it, except for it's not for US users. So you get the idea of these are projects that you can participate in. Swissborg would be another example of a project that doesn't exist. I really wish I could just filter this list and remove Swissborg from the list. The way I would filter it is I would say, you know what, if it's not at least on Binance, then don't even show me. It's got to be on Binance or Coinbase. Those are the two exchanges that I use regularly. And then I might put in things like PancakeSwap, Uniswap, if I wanted to get more not KuCoin. I don't use that one. The other one that starts with a K, I can't remember anymore. Kyber. There we go. I've used Kyber before. So let's see if Swissborg is part of my community, if it even belongs on this list. Or is it in the middle of the Amazon rainforest and not even touchable by me? Yep, there. Look at that list. There's nothing on here that interests me. I don't want to become a HitBTC user or a KuCoin user. So Swissborg is not something I would ever shop for. They need to come to me rather than me trying to go out and buy into these places. All right, well, I'm gonna wrap it up, and next time we come back, we will look into Sol. All right, have a great day, and